Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things are first, I do want to mention we are very low on hay actually. I was kind of surprised when I was filling up the cow's food. We're down to 13,000 liters. I'm not sure how it got that low, but it did very quickly. Very quickly. So that is on the agenda to at least hopefully get both of the fields mowed and maybe get one of the two fields picked up. That way we have some, at least more hay being produced. Now we do have that large field I would like to get planted. That is has to be done this month. That field right over there that has soybeans in it, after some thought, I don't think that one's going to get replanted. I think it's just it's going to line up kind of wrong. So I think that one will be it for it once that one's done. Just kind of weird timing because it won't be ready till the next video, I think. So still a ways out from that being ready. Oh, they had the front weight. I was like, why isn't this connecting? Yeah, I think it's 200,000 liters we total get from doing this mowing every time, like for both the fields. I think one field is usually like 110,000 each. They seem to be right around the same amount actually, which is kind of surprising. So I think I'll get both of these fields mowed first, and then I'll do the planting. We'll see how much time we have left, but I'll likely do at least one of these fields I'll get picked up. That way we can have some more being turned into hay. I just put 50,000 liters into the cows just now. They're up to 69,000, almost 70. Obviously here they're at 47,000, so they're doing good for hay, all of the animals that use it. But as soon as any of them needs it, they're going to be a little low. They're not going to get much. And to be fair, I think I might have one field that goes into hay, and I may wait then and then have the next one turn into silage. Because these will likely be the last time we mow these grass fields. Just based off of timing on what we're looking. So I'm not sure how much longer we'll have each of the animals. The sheep will be a little while. That won't be until the very end, but they are producing more wool than what we can actually handle in the production. So eventually, obviously, we're going to have a situation where we're going to need them to be gone first. That way we can get through all of the extra that they made. I think there's 8,000 liters in there now, so a lot in there. I think at some point I'll get a flatbed for the semi. I've mentioned that before. That way we have two flatbeds. We can load up a bunch of product on each. Although I think it's November, I might sell that really did not turn out how I wanted it to. I may sell the canola oil. I think that's gonna kind of just line up in there where we don't have a ton. So it's not the end of the world. You know, it's not one of those things where it's going to make a huge difference to sell it at the end. Well, it's not going to make a huge bump up. You know, it's not going to make the surprise any bigger. It's going to be like 70,000, something like that. Which is a good amount of money, but Yeah, 71,000. Kind of surprised I was that, like, dead on. That's kind of surprising, actually. So it's not nearly as much as, you know, $250,000 in olive oil or anything like that, or what, the 1.5 million in clothing at this point. And I think that's why we'll have, you know, multiple flatbeds. A lot of it will likely fit on a semi one if we stack it up high enough. But obviously we will have, you know, different months when things need to be sold. So obviously there's going to be some things that don't make sense to be on that same trailer. I think the olive oil is like June. So that's obviously a different time than the clothing, which is like March, April. The staircase railings always seem to be pretty good, so that can kind of sell well at whenever. I'll likely just make that decision, you know, when we're looking to sell products like that. I'll say, okay, what's the price? If it's at a top 2 price, I'll sell it right now. Otherwise, I'll wait. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world. It seems to be pretty good all the time. It's one of those things that's nice to have. You always know it's going to be a good price. Oh, I was going to check. How are we on milk? 14,000. How's that next month? Next month is October, so it should be a little better. Okay. We'll have to sell it next month then. They'll be at like 20,000 liters, so they'll need to be sold. Alright, that strip is done. We'll head back, or head to the bottom field there. Get started. And like I said, then we'll do the field over there, that big field, which we'll do soybeans in again, I think. Should work out just fine. Because right now, we'd be planting in September, so it'd easily be ready for that June time. It's a really good price. I think that might be one of the last fields to be harvested. It's possible it's one of the last. Obviously, I'm not like 100% sure on like when the cotton field's gonna be ready or the sunflowers. They look pretty early on still. I know what the oats, the sorghum should be ready soon-ish. Those are only 4-month growth times. Those will probably be ready at first. I'm not 100% on the sunflower growth time, so it's possible that's one of the last things. Well, I'm gonna do a short little time lapse. We'll just finish up this field for mowing. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
It's funny how the world keeps turning. Stars like ladders in the sky keep burning, burning. It's crazy how the storms keep raging, and I'm here trying to keep my heart from aching.
All right, so this is done. We can, look to pick this up a little bit later, get it put into the production, and well, we can start making some more hay finally for the animals. There we go. I'll probably get this repaired, and then I'll grab the planter. We can head out to that big field out there. We can get going on that. Off to the races we go. Of course, I'll plant down here first just so we can turn around and not hit one of those fields. What's the pH is good on this, right? It's okay, so we'll be good for this harvest. Anything more, it would cause some issues, but we are starting to get a lot of staircase railings piling up, so we may look to sell those. Not today, but in the future. Before they stack up too much. I'm likely not going to add any more wood to that. I think we're at like 15,000. I just added one tree. So it should go quite a long time now. So I think just to be on the safe side and not end up having to wait on that production for months and months on end. Like we did on the first survival challenge, we were waiting on the planks. It was planks for a while, and then we had the raisins going, and that's mainly because I think I put enough for the raisins to keep going as I was waiting on the planks, because like, why not? I'm gonna be sitting there waiting on one production to finish out, so I better have another one going as well. That was a long time. We waited on those a very, very long time to finish. Part of the reason why I started doing that forest that we built there earlier than I did on the first survival challenge was because I didn't want to have that same situation going on. Sometimes you gotta learn from your mistakes, and I think waiting that long probably was one. But regardless, we still made a lot of money off of that. So can't be too disappointed. I'll have to make sure and before we hit the finale in this, I'll go back and see what we did in the first one. That way we can kind of compare. Or maybe on the finale of this, I'll have that information ready, hopefully, and we can kind of see what we were able to do different, like financially. Or were we able to really make that much more money? It feels like we are. I think we ended at like 4.7 million there. I missed a lot of strips right there. It's a pretty large strip. Something like that. That seems to be what I'm thinking of right now, at least. I think we'd have that beat pretty handily. I don't think we'd beat like Alma, Missouri. That is, I don't know if I'd ever be able to beat that one. That one was like, what, 12 million or something? It was a lot. A lot of productions going in there, though, which helped. Well, I think I'll go ahead and start a time lapse for this, so I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
It's funny how the world keeps
on the last trip for the planting. The last time planting ever for Survival Challenge Season 2. Now we're just, focusing on, harvests. I think what I'll do, I'll unload the seeds and everything we have in the yard. I don't think we'll, whoops, hit the wrong button. I don't think we'll have any use for it, but we'll have them in the yard if we do. I'd rather not obviously sell the planter with him. So we'll just rush over there. We'll unload everything and then just go and bring this to be sold. So yeah, right now every field is just waiting to be, ready. We should have the one field out there that should be ready next month. I don't know if we have any the month after. We probably do. But obviously right now I'm not 100% sure what is or isn't going to be ready. Which button is it? There we go. I know it's always going to be Y, U, or I, and I always forget which one it is. Y is to change the seed type, so I'm not sure why I always think that might be it, but... Alright, we're pulling into the store. Get the planter sold. Gonna be weird not having it, obviously, in the shed. We've had it for a very, very, very long time now. I'm trying to think, I think... Did we go, like, immediate to this after our smaller drill did that? Is that it? I think so. I at least don't remember doing anything smaller in between, so we'll repair that, repaint it. It's $114,000 to sell. We have 5.8 hours on it. That is kind of lower than I thought it would be. I'm not going to lie. 46 months, though. So if we did a video every month, which we usually do, maybe we skip one or two in there. That means we've had it since, what, episode 40? Right around there, like 40, 45, right in that range, we'll call it. So I feel like we probably had another planter in there. I don't remember, though. We might have had one of the drills where you could add a second one, maybe. I think we might have. I might sell the eggs maybe this winter, too. I do need to sell some pallet products, obviously, because I don't want to hit the cap. Because there is a cap in the game of how many pallets you can have spawned. Obviously, I don't want to reach that. I don't remember how much it is. It's a lot, though. It's probably like 200 plus pallets. I have hit it once in the first survival challenge, and in Alma I hit it. Otherwise, I don't think I've hit it before. It's just those two times, which is surprising because we have did a lot of productions in like Sri Lanka, so I'm kind of surprised we didn't hit it there. But I think a lot of those productions kind of, two of those productions became into one, all went into one production, which then made one product versus 3 different products. So I know we had a pizza mod in there. Well, I don't think we'll finish this strip here, but we'll at least get a bunch out of it. I want to make sure the loads are full. That way we don't end up creating more trips than what we have to. Just because we thought, oh, hey, it's 90% full. We'll be fine. then all of a sudden we're missing a 5% and we have to go and grab or something. That's usually how my luck would roll, would be ends up biting us later. I'll have to make sure and keep an eye on the wood chips too, because that is something I want to sell. Maybe not all of it this winter, but at least over half. Not sure what we're at right now, and they're what, 484,000, it's $300,000. It's right at the very bottom, so, and it's gonna start going up. So we'll probably look to sell it December, January, depending on the price. I don't think the prices would be too bad at either December or January. At least get a good amount sold. More the merrier, really. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start up another time lapse. I think we'll finish out this field, obviously, for picking up all the grass, and then we'll head up there and we'll finish that out. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, we're on the last strip for the grass pickup here. Does not appear we're going to have a ton extra. We didn't miss a much either. A little bit down there I want to try to get, but outside of that, no large pieces missed. There was some obviously back there on that corner, which I think we've always missed some there. Almost expected at this point to have a little missed. We'll get this bit here, which I think this was missed because of the IBC and bags of seed there. All right, let's get this turned on. We have 228,000 in there right now. Another almost 15,000 to be added. I highly doubt we go through that much hay. But like I said earlier, we can just switch it to have the hay become silage. It's not that big of a deal. Then we can, at least sell the silage, which is a significantly higher price than hay is, or grass for that matter. I think hay max is out at 150 for 1,000 liters, somewhere in there. And silage is like 500, 550. It's a pretty sizable difference. All right, so we have 242,000 liters of grass in there. Of course, it's already making some more hay, which is good. We'll definitely need more. Not super soon. I think the cows might need it first, honestly, because they seem to go through more food than the sheep do, even though there's like 4 times the amount of them. I think there's 300 sheep and 75 cows. So, but I mean, obviously cows are a much larger animal, so I'm sure they're gonna eat more. Obviously, makes sense. Anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.